Here it is. So this is the first preview. I don't know how many parts you guys want me to do of this one, but this is one of the more unique boxes that I grabbed out of there. And I grabbed kind of a baseball one and one that you're going to think it's unbelievable. So this is just part of the collection. It ended up being about 100,000 cards. So I'm just going to start kind of going through it, and we can kind of BS. You guys can kind of see the type of stuff that was in this collection and why I picked it up. The pictures always make it look like it's all junk wax. But again, just talking to people, especially like this person, I had bought some basketball stuff from before. So Steve Smith, rookie date 99. We got Curtis Martin to 25. Isaiah Ford, Josh Norman. Now, I'm not going to go through because these are all numbered. Like, this is out of 10. If it's a bigger name, we'll take a look, but you'll get the point. Ryan Matthews out of 49. Andrew Billings, Josh Adams to 50. Abdullah to 50. Drake Todd Gurley, David Johnson, Matt Ryan to 199. Curtis Martin to 100. Dion and Sherman to 199. It's not too bad. Josh Allen, rookie, Knights of the Round Table. Now, I know there's going to be people in here that say, oh, these are all just no-name jersey numbers. There's always, I mean, most of you guys aren't, but just stick around. Wait till we get through, and I'll show you the reasons I bought this. Lamar Jackson, player worn. That's another rookie. DeAndre Hopkins. We know that's going to be numbered. Beanie Wells. Pierce, Josh Rosen. Now, I didn't go through all these, so this is going to be kind of fun for me, too. Lynch. Took me 20, 30 minutes or so to kind of go through everything here and kind of work out price with them, since I already had bought what he had for basketball, which I didn't put in here. Con Treadmill, that's kind of a cool Ole Miss thing. Shadowbox, Treadwell. Austin Hooper, Sterling Shepard. Joey Bosa, Dotson, Jeremy Nichols, Calvin Ridley, Funchess, Ryan Matthews, AJ Green, Eli Manning to 49. Mariota and DeMarco Murray. I'm going to start throwing some of these back in here as we're going, because I still got a lot of organizing to do. I just grabbed kind of some of the stuff I initially saw. Marshawn Lattimore, rookie auto. Trey Lamar, Rourke, Carlson, Justin Evans. I thought that said Mike Evans at first. Mark Sound. Allen got me on that one too. Ronnie Hillman. Sean Hamilton, Higdon, Gladney. We can kind of go Vic Beasley, rookie auto. And the cool thing with this being it was about 100,000 is it's kind of by volume. Now, there's going to be a lot of fluff in here. There still was a bunch of rookies there. Good old Reggie Wayne. Definitely is still a lot of junk wax to get through. But that, to me, is what I enjoy about it, I guess. That's, you know, everybody when they collect, I think it's going to be a little bit different. To me, the collection part is the fun part. It's kind of the feeling you get when you're going through it. The thrill of the hunt, I guess you could say. But also the enjoyment of just going through the cards. And I think that's really what the collecting is, not essentially like, oh, this card's worth $1, this is $10, this is $20. It's going through, and what I loved about this is as I went through it is some of the unique stuff. I was like, this is so awesome, and there's so much stuff in here I want to keep. So that's what kind of got me the most out of it. Williams, Kyle Fuller, Pratt, Murray, Walker, Miller, Joseph, Cole, Holmes. Great collector though, and I did grab like I said some baseball, because what was in this one was baseball and football. I mean, I'd say 80% was football. That's cool. Rookies at Revolution. Jamal Lewis, numbered to 500. Sean Alexander, Reynolds. I'll probably say names wrong as we're going because I'm talking at the same time, but you guys don't mind giving me a hard time either way. Amir Abdullah to 49. Melvin Gordon Immaculate 25. Larry Fitzgerald. Rookie Premier Jersey to 750. I love seeing those names. Jordan Matthews, rookie. Gurley, Michelle, and Chubb out of 99. Funchess. Red level to 99. Sonoris Moss. Is this out of the 2001? No, 2005. We did a 2001 a long time ago. Kirk Pettis. Lamar Jackson, that second year, 299. But yeah, if you guys want, I could kind of do these in almost sections or series, essentially. Josh Jacobs, draft 26 out of 50. Derrick Henry, atomic materials out of 100. A lot of player worn in here, which is awesome. Prime numbers to 600. Larry Fitz, certified fabrics, 3 of 5. 3 of 5. Kenny Galladay, Ray Rice, everybody's favorite. Oh, I thought that was Mahomes for a minute. Seeing the color in the ear. Kareem Hunt and the rookie. Cadillac Williams. Ooh, that's out of 50. Blake Bortles. I don't care if that one's numbered. Merriman out of 50. Escobar times 2. It'd be funny if that was numbered. You get a couple of those. Control the pop. Stewart. Balaj. Lawrence Maroney. A lot of these are numbered to 50. Ray Rice. Player worn. Impact. $13.49. That's significantly higher. It's cool some of these have the price tags. Eddie George to 400. Rookie Phenoms. Jordan Matthews. Curtis Samuel. Andy Dalton. Seemed like pretty well organized as I'm going through this part. Now, when I went through the collection, I actually kind of went through a box like this, started going through them all, and I'm like, you know, none of these were huge cards. I mean, we had a couple of rookies I grabbed, but Tiki. Chris Martin. Press clippings. $10 right on there. Tatum Bell. I'm sure a lot of these would have been, depending on when you bought them, for pricing, because Marlon Mack times 2. Kelvin Benjamin. Jeremy Nichols. So like these, I mean, essentially they could be a dollar or two, even if they are player worn. Kareem Hunt and Melvin Gordon. You guys will have to let me know your opinion. And I did mention, I didn't put it on the post, so we ended up getting it and picking it up for about $3,500 with the baseball, $3,800, $3,900 in that range. So let's say, you know, call it $4,000. Mike Adams. So it was not a cheap collection. That's for sure. It's a 600 Edgerrin James, Andy Dalton, Peter Garcon, Njoku, Sutton, Mike Williams to 100. Devin Coleman. It makes me wonder, too, if they ripped. I can't remember. We had talked about it a little bit. Chris Givens. A nice Reggie Wayne. My channel would not be it would not be right if we didn't get Colt. Spherian Jenkins out of 10. Riddick out of 399. Tolik. Josh Norman out of 99. Deshaun Jackson 150. Williams. Ooh, Randy. Tell me that one's numbered. Was hoping on that one. I didn't want to do it an hour long. Plus, I had to give it a chance to, I mean, unloading it and loading it, it was like 90 in the 90s. Some Baker Mayfields, Emmitt Smith. It's kind of different to be put in here. Dak, Prescott, DeAndre Hopkins. Well, that one should probably be sleeved up. At least. beast with that. Wes Welker. Bowman Chrome. Stafford rookie. Dak. Marvin Harrison. Russell Wilson. I still think those are cool. Blake Bortles. Use my long reach. One coming out of the case. All right, let's see what we got at the end of this box. Curtis Samuel. Dante Freeman. Sean Penny. Weddle. Pro Bowl standouts. Again, these are player worn. I'd say the majority of them are all player worn. Torrey Holt. Warren Sapp. I don't know if I've ever seen that jersey one before. Piece of the game. 2002. This photo is the actual item from which the swatch was taken. Why don't they do that? That they should. They should have a you know, Top should have a scan thing or whatever, something to go there. So that card, you can see the jersey right off the shelf when they bought it out at Dick's Sporting Goods. Mark Brunell. Topps is a little bit better at it, seems. Work done. Keyshawn Johnson, a little football. Javon Curse. Andy Dalton. T. Will Fuller. War Room. Doug Martin. That's a cool little patch. And Mac Silhouettes. So that is box one. I'm going to show you these other two just so you can get a little bit more of a stuff of that I saw that made me kind of pull the trigger. What's always hard is figuring out a price on this because you're essentially buying, what, 15%, 20% of this type of stuff, and then, you know, 80%, sometimes more, of stuff that's more in the junk wax. But these two boxes, now you're going to be shocked at this one. So I'm going to go through this one first. So this is, it was labeled Bo Jackson. So I'm assuming this is just going to be a stack of all the different, I didn't open this up at all. So kind of a fun Bo Jackson crushing the bat. Bo Jackson rookies. So yeah, I mean, it really is what it is. We'll see which ones are cased up here. More importantly, there is a coin in there. So there's a bunch of boxes divided out with names. Well, it's not too bad, huh? A couple of those. Now this is kind of what I would expect when you're coming to the baseball. There's a lot of this era of baseball. So it'll be kind of fun to go through, but that'll take me quite a while. Again, you know, being it's probably 100,000 cards. These boxes are easy when they're labeled or have the names and stuff on there. What's going to be an interesting one I haven't really seen much before. Andre Dawson, Archives Signatures, 3 of 10. I mean, if I can find a bunch more stuff like this, that'd be pretty cool as well. All right, and this was one of the main boxes labeled rice. Not the food, obviously. And you look in and this is what's in there. So, again, there's many things to look at. It's the first thing I saw in there. Jerry Rice Authentic Autograph. I mean, this is the stuff that's pretty cool if this is what we're looking at in a lot of this collection. So this is when we get to kind of the stuff that's the more player select. Onyx. Delta Devils National Treasures to 99. Book price 8, my price 3. Jerry Rice to $9.99. That's a pretty good buy for $3. To $9.99. Zenith in the hard cases. Tools of the Trade, jersey and shoe. 78 out of 100. Materials out of 49, player worn. Century Materials, National Treasures to 75 to 99. Hopefully you guys don't mind. I picked Jerry Rice to show. If you're not a 49er fan, I apologize. But do I? Jerry Rice. Playmakers, King of Cards. What is this? Franchise 2000. Can't tell if that's a markup there. Is that like a... I'm going to have to look that one up to see what that is. What insert that is. Back in 2000. Mayo's cut. Some King, some of your inserts. T3. Well, we've opened a bunch of those. Jerry Rice, Excalibur. Oh, don't worry. We got some night games out of 1,500. Thought maybe that for Edge would be numbered. No, Sports Illustrated for kids. Little Fleer metal. Joe Montana and Rice. Is that numbered? No, that's just a Jerry Rice. I was hoping that would be the auto on the back of that one. Rice unparalleled. Spellbound. Ooh, I wonder how many of these are in there. Topps Stars. We got the I and the E. I don't see many more of these in there. Exalted out of 50. 3-piece. Heritage. Canton Collections to $2.99. Legendary Players 2006 out of 250. Another one of those. We've opened some Pinnacle Mint. All right, I'm saving the best card for last because, again, obviously when I went through this, I saw some of these cards. So, Jerry Rice All-Pro. I hope this one wasn't $99. That one seems to be a little beat up. So we got XR 2017 Materials in a 9.5. 2 of 3. We got a printing plate, my assumption would be, out of 2019. I know the printing plates aren't quite the same as the other one-of-ones. Scripts 4 of 10. Hometown Roots 2 of 5. I mean, look at those patches. Player worn. So again, I can make, rather than doing like, I could have done probably an hour and a half, 2 hours. Some of you guys probably don't mind. Let me know, would you rather have me break it down into like 20-minute pieces, or should I just spend some time and do a good hour-long video? And this is the one I saw that I thought was the coolest out of the Jerry Rice box. I mean, there's some good low-numbered. Besides, I mean, I would say the auto is probably, you know, for my era, probably a lot more. But this is pretty cool. Class Treasures of the Hall, class of 2010. 2 of 10. Game used booklet. And like I said, we have kind of your meat, a bunch of this type of stuff, And then you have, your ton of junk wax stuff. So, but yeah, so there is a little preview. I know some guys were asking about that. And, when I took the picture, it does look like a lot of junk wax type stuff, but lots of good stuff in there. I'm going to start going through probably the baseball first, see if there's any, tiny stuff, but I'm not going to go through all the junk wax boxes because there's 5,000 count boxes. You can see it's all, late 80s, early 90s. And so that stuff I don't want to go through as much, but this type of stuff is a little bit more cool. We got a kind of a good variety. So let me know what you guys are thinking. Sorry, I go through this when it's all dusty. I get a little stuffed up. And we'll get done with this weekend. I'll put the wall back together. I had to move stuff out of the way. And then, let me know in those comments what you guys are thinking. And then I will do another one of these. And maybe every week or two, I'll throw one of these up. And so you guys can kind of see what we put together. Have a good one.